Looks like it's gonna be another beautiful day. We're gonna try and work on the tractor again today, and hopefully we can get a lot more done with that thing. But first, before we do any of that, we have this field here which is right next to the house, but I used this for hay last year. It used to just be yard, and for some reason this one corner right in here gets super really like heavy, thick, tall grass, which is great. If the whole field was like that, I'd probably like save it as a hay field. But the rest of it up there and everything is just kind of real thin. It's starting to fill out. It's a lot better than what it was last year. But basically, this isn't going to stay a hay field, so I'm going to just kind of rip off a bunch of this grass, throw it in a bucket, and we're going to give it to the rabbits, the goats, for a morning snack. Quick and easy. Brand new spark plugs are put in and gapped, so everything should be good with that. I brought the radiator out to try and fix the overflow tube, which has fallen off, and there's also a hole that needs patched. I tried soldering it, but it's not working as well as I thought it was gonna, so I think I'm probably gonna just try and JB weld it and hope that works. It's mainly, you know, I would like it to seal 100%, but if it doesn't, a little bit's not, you know, a huge deal. But so I got that working and started cleaning the carburetor. Got this majority of the way degreased and cleaned, so that cleaned up really nice, and I have a rebuild kit for that. So keep chugging along. I think at this point I'm going to try to get the manifold cleaned up, and then I can try and mount that on there, because ultimately that is ready to go on the way it is. So like the next process, I guess. So I can mount that. Before I can mount the manifold in place, I need to get a new fitting in for the water temp sensor, because the threads weren't the same. And of course, I couldn't get this one out, so I had to break it out. I'm gonna have to try and use an easy out on it. It's always something. So I'm gonna jump over to trying to get the radiator in there, and I need to fix that as well. I JB welded the tube on and JB welded that hole that was in there. So I'll let that set up a little while. And I also JB welded this crack that was on the back of this platform. And I'm assuming from the last owner, when he was trying to, I know he had to do stuff with the PTO mechanism here. I don't know if he's trying to get it loose or something, break it loose and it slipped, and I don't know. I'm assuming that's what broke that, but JB welded that, let that harden, and then I'll probably throw some paint over that so it looks a little bit better. Well, that'll work for the time being, until that sets up and hardens. It's kind of weird seeing that back in there. moving right along. We got the fan partially installed. It needs tightened and everything, but we don't have the belt and everything on there yet. So before we do any of that, we'll get the belts thrown on there. We can get this other hose thrown on. It's really starting to look like something pretty fast. Radiators in, hoses are on, fans in. I gotta put the belts and stuff in. Get all that stuff thrown on, the generator thrown on. Yeah. It's a short video, but that's where I'm gonna cut it. We gotta get ready to plow. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think this thing's gonna be running very soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to do that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.